What up, movie disciples and good people of YouTube? That is my sister Brittany to the right of me, or maybe to the left of you, however you're watching this. I go by Brian, the movie Messiah, and this is our review for the challenge Spies, Lies, and Allies, episode 7. Before we really dive into everything, make sure you guys follow us on social media. And if you're enjoying what you're watching, please hit that like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell. All right, so picking up right where we left off on our recap of 5 and 6. So episode 7 kind of does, what a lot of television shows does. It's like, yo, we bring it right on back. And we're going to, just in case some reason you didn't watch episode 6, we're going to show you what happened and bring you right on back. So they're in there, Fessy, Josh, Amber, Esther, everything's going crazy. Esther throws a drink in Amber's face. I'm like, what was the reason for that? That was
I don't know. It just threw me. I'm like, Esther, I like you so much, but she was just saying, my partner, don't come from my partner. I'm like, all right, girl. Like, how many you stay over here? Now we're doing too much. Now we're throwing drinks. Amber, give her a coots. She held her composure. I don't know. Just a lot of girls aren't feeling Amber this season. Like she's getting enemies. That's just what I'm.
I mean, I can understand Fester riding. I said Fester. They're together. Fester. That's all. I can understand Esther riding for a partner, but at the same time, it makes no sense. Like you said, like I don't see where it came like, but it started like showing it like last episode. I was already watching. I'm like, yo, Esther, I'm not liking you too much right now. Like I'm kind of rooting for you.
I'm not feeling it.
I'm like,
I think it's our personal issues. She was just kind of putting that as that main reason. I'm like, it's not really about Fessy. Let's be honest. You just don't like Amber. That's what it is. You think she fake? She already said it. So
said it this episode. She says it later on this episode. She says it last episode.
Yeah.
And Bernard starts saying it as well last episode. I'm trying to figure out where is this coming from, or are we naive, and or is Amber just naive how she plays the game? Are they haters? Or are we not seeing anything that portrays Amber as fake? So I'm so confused. I feel like the producers will be able to see that. Excuse me. And start showing, okay, this is how she's being fake, but I haven't seen the evidence between this season and last season. So I'm like, why y'all hating? Y'all hating her because she came in and won last season? I'm like, she doesn't. I'm like, she seems like she talks to people and she's kind of chill, but honestly, I feel like a bunch of the women in the house are against her. Like she's only really talking to Josh, CT, maybe Devin a little bit, and I can't think of any other woman because you saw in the episode last week after she won, she was talking to Josh, and they try to roast her saying she's having a notebook moment. It was Tori in there, Devin, Nani, maybe Casey or whatever. That was all in their account. I was like, am I blind? I'm like, are we oblivious?
No. So she was a rookie last season, so I feel like people are intimidated. She was a rookie. Literally her first year she won. I mean, that's intimidating in itself. So she's not necessarily OG, but she already kind of earned her stripes within her first year. So I think people are intimidated and see her as a target for that reason. Because I'm like, to me, she hasn't did anything, but she's won. And she is a rookie like y'all, but she's not being treated like y'all. So I feel like that's why they're getting upset. Like, dang, you really just came here last year. So you need to be with us. But it's like, not really. Like, she did what she had to do and made that money. So I don't know.
Right. So yeah, so she gets a drink thrown in her face, and then before we get into the other messy part of the other side of this equation, like she handles herself like an adult, and she talks to her and was like, "I would never done that to you." I'm like, wow, because
if this was in the past, somebody would have got their hands.
How would you react? Would you have been Amber, or would you be trying to fight? We try to choke her out.
Honestly, I'm not a fighter. Love pacifist, but you're not gonna throw a drink in my face. That's like spit in my face. This is highly disrespectful. So I really would have to think, how am I gonna act under the influence? White liquor makes you fight. I don't know what I'm drinking, so I literally might have probably would put my hands on someone's head. But you got to think of everything. Like, I put my hands on your head, I'm going home. So it's really like, do I want to risk this money? Depends how bad that drink was and did it burn my eyes. So depends. Either I'm swinging or I'm backing up. I don't know.
Yeah, that's.
Amber was smart because I don't know if she's a fighter, but I think she kept that in mind as well. We already know teacher does not play. Like, you can't put your hands on people.
Here's the thing, like I was watching it, I feel like Amber's a lot more mature than I thought because I haven't watched Big Brother and I don't plan on watching it. Shout out to people who do. But I found out listening to the Johnny Bananas podcast, she's 33. So that's why she's probably like way more mature than everybody in the game. And she's like, she can like be smart and like, okay, I'm not about to like do anything crazy. You know, like she looks fantastic. I thought she was like maybe like 26, 25.
Yeah, I definitely thought she was in her mid-20s, maybe.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay. I'm like,
look great.
When I found that out, I was like, oh, this makes sense why she didn't try to choke out Esther. Because I feel like it was a decade ago. I mean, I don't know how wild she get, but 23-year-old Amber might have maybe done something else. Yeah. But
we're not gonna talk like civilized women. We're gonna fight.
Yeah. So I was like, wow, she came over and talked to her like a real person. And then even like hug her out with her. I wouldn't even hug her. I would like somebody throwing a drink in my face, and I've been like had to resolve. I'm like, hey fam, I was on call for. I've never done no shit like that to you. I'm like, let's just go about everything copacetically. All right, like it is what it is. I probably wouldn't adapt him up. I might get maybe a pound, but besides that, I'm like, all right then, nigga, bye, and just like walked off.
Maybe a head nod.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
I understand you.
Like, all right, bro.
Now we're going separate.
I'm like, don't do that shit ever again. Because
I don't know. She's that level of.
I'm like, I might choke you in real life. I'm just letting you know that because
outside.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm trying to win some money.
But, I don't know. She's that level of CT maturity. We know how CT was in the past, so maybe she was throwing some hands too back then. But yeah, she did handle it very well. I mean, I already liked Amber, but that made me like her even more, and I just felt bad. Like, I don't know, Esther's actions, I was not feeling her on that.
Esther hugged her and even still called her fake afterwards. I'm like, I mean, I know it's a cutaway. I'm like, I was like, I'm so.
I should have never did it. How I feel about you.
She said I spilled a drink. I was like, come on, Heifer, you ain't spilled no drink. You threw the drink in her face.
Yeah, I'm
showing some motion.
This
ain't
definitely
spilling a drink and doing this. Two different actions. Like, oh, I spilling a drink.
You stood there with confidence, like, yeah, I threw that. Like, yeah, what's up? I'm like, oh.
And then even that's when Burner chimes in again. They cut away Burner still being a hater. That's what I think. I was like, why is she such a hater? I was like, oh, okay, well, she's a rookie. So like you said, she's probably intimidated by Amber winning. And like Burner hooks up with Nelson. So, her senses ain't all the way correct.
Yeah.
So her logic ain't all the way there.
Jared Curl, so I don't know.
And then so back to the other side of the equation, we already said before, that's when Josh and Fessy get into it. They're going back and forth, talking shit about one another. And then Josh getting in his face, and then Fessy couldn't take it anymore and try to mush him. That's when I think security was already there, mush him in the face.
Yeah, security like back out door.
I was like, what the? I was like, oh, okay.
I was like, oh, we mushing now.
Here's how things have changed so much though. Back in the day, because let's just cut to the chase. Fessy goes to the crib. Like, I had a feeling. I was like, he might leave. I hope not. But like the new days is like, can't put no hands. I don't know if it's because extra COVID or just being super sensitive nowadays. Back in the day, if you mush somebody, you had to talking to. I'm like, oh, okay. Can't do that. You know what I'm saying? But mush somebody in the face now, you're going to the crib. I was like,
let's go. I don't know. I mean, because back then people got polarized, aka Brad. Like, your face getting mushed in and swollen. It goes to that level, you get sent home. But I mean, I don't know.
But a mush or whatever, I feel like the mush is like on the level of a push, but I guess you can't put your hands to anybody's face at all.
Yeah, it was kind of a quick, and then Josh got pushed back, and I mean, it kind of like cuts, like kind of like just ends at that. So I'm just like, oh, okay.
And after that, Josh is like, yo, all right, we voting Fessy and Esther got to go. Fessy and Esther got to go. I was like,
that's just like,
he was like, I just got finished.
I'm like, yeah, you're clearly drunk.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, he was drunk.
I mean, Fessy, just Fessy. I'm like, yeah, you was just like licking this girl's face. All right, you gonna send her home? Dang. It's like, you're ruthless, Josh. Yeah, it was hot mess city. Corey and Corey just gotta throw out, you're whack. I'm like already not feeling Tori and Corey. I'm just like, this is stupid. Like, I know you're bored, but Amanda said it. And I was like, I've never liked Amanda. She's always been childish, but she's had a baby. So I feel like she's probably blossomed, matured. And she said, she was like, are these, like, if these are your real friends and they're over here causing all this chaos, like, how real of a friend are they? I was like, smart. And I was like, that is true. Like, I'm like, I get you're bored, but you're doing all of this, like, And then it led to this. I'm like, you probably weren't expecting that, but still, y'all were like antagonizing and like instigating the whole situation.
Two questions. So it cuts to Berna, aka the Burn. Burn said it was Amber's fault.
Yeah, I was confused on that.
I was like, she's saying that because she's just being a hater on Amber, or like if Amber wouldn't have went over there and like fell into it, like kind of like the trap that was kind of set of them instigating it a little bit, and kind of like, what if Amber went over there just didn't like, she's like, did you eat it or whatever, and kind of knew that he didn't eat it, but what if she didn't go over there and try to confront him about all the BS that happened the previous elimination? I'm like, is it her fault? Is Burner right? Or
I don't know. I'm leaving Burn on hater
side.
Hater meter. I don't know. Like a lot of people saying that. I mean, I heard people throwing out either her or Josh, and I'm like, definitely no way, shape, or form was it Josh's fault. Like people got him riled up. And I mean, people said it. They were like, if you really know Josh, you know how he's going to be, especially under the influence, which I'm like, this is the worst time to ever have any like conversation. Like, y'all really trying to have meaningful conversations while y'all have been drinking liquor. Like, it's already a no. I don't know. I feel like Amber wasn't really to blame. I don't know. I'm pouring my fingers at two people, and it's not Amber or Josh.
Okay, that goes to my second question. You said two people.
Yeah.
I don't think Tori had a real investment in it, but do you think this could have been a part of Corey's like master plan, like find a way to get Fessy or Josh off the show? Mainly Fessy.
It could have been. I mean, like, she was right there.
Corey mastermind that we didn't know. Like, yo, if we get Fessy out, that's one dude we got to worry about. The only thing we got to worry about is like Josh and CT really, and maybe this new guy Manuel, because we got the big black man Kels out. We got big redhead dude out from Survivor, naked man. I'm going blank on his name at the moment. I'm like, we get Fessy out next. We got many people left. Like, the only thing I worry about is, my man from 601, Jeremiah. But the main target is CT, Fessy, everybody else. So what was part of Corey's plan? Like, yo,
I've always liked Corey, but let's be honest, he's never had the smarts. So if he came up with the plan like that, I would be shocked. In the words of like Devin would say some craziness like this. Like, he's here for his kids. I know that, but he's never been strategic. Like, he really hasn't. Corey's always had someone else, really some good allies, and I think that's what has helped him. He's okay. He's in the middle, but if he really thought of that, I mean, that's genius. But I don't know.
Speaking of Devin said Corey doesn't have any chips, but Corey gets the gold medal in instigating. That's might be code of the week for me.
I got two, but that was a good one.
What you got?
It was later on. I don't know what we're talking about right now, but that's when obviously Tori was like, "I feel so bad," and that's when they're at the deliberation. Like, I feel like this is part of my fault. I know what you're about to say. And here's Corey. I was like, Corey, you only said that because Tori said it. Talking about, I feel I'm a little bit. I said a little bit. It was like, dang, what he said. Somebody cue the smallest violin. It was like, because I don't buy it. I was like, yeah, I really feel you on that, because I don't buy it either. I was like, y'all are sitting here apologizing because now y'all feel like y'all probably are partly responsible.
All eyes on them. So they're trying to get the eyes off them and not get voted in, even though they weren't going to get voted in. Also, Fessy, also Devin being in there. It's like, we acting like he died. Fessy not died. This is a game. All right. He's not dead. So let's get this done. So
I mean, it was a shock.
Because when TJ came through, it was like, yo, Fessy, you gotta get the heck up out of here. Josh, get yourself together. Esther, stop doing what you're doing.
Yeah,
I wasn't shocked.
Get a warning. Josh, I was shocked. Like, my mouth dropped. I honestly wasn't, because of what we talked about, because of watching all the other challenges and how far it's been taken. Like, people have put their hands on each other, but usually if you leave a scar or it's some traumatic like impact or hit, you go home.
I feel like in the past like 5 years, like, they're not any hands to the face. They're like, you got to go.
But a mush, because I feel like someone got pushed before, like Cal and Josh got into it before, and they did not go home.
But so it touched each other's face.
I guess. Okay, well, they're not playing about faces. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
I don't know. That's when everybody was like, I got the eerie feeling. TJ came. I'm like, I was like, oh, he's about to play. Like, nobody's going home. Everybody's getting warned. When he said, Fessy, you're deactivated, I was shocked. Like, I was like,
not me.
I was like, I don't like you, messy Fessy, but I didn't want you to go home.
Also, I probably had like a cheat card because I listened to last week's podcast from Bananas, and Fessy was on there, and then Fessy didn't say it, but he indirectly said it. It was like, we'll see what happens. And he kind of let it slip before he said that comment. I was like, oh, he's gone. He's out the crib. Like, which I kind of figured, but he kind of indirectly said it, and that's how I kind of knew. So, so pretty much we in the same spot that we were in last week. That nobody has to like really vote themselves in because Amy wants to go down there. And
he wants her uncle CT.
Yeah, and then like the house was like, let's do the same thing we did when Logan went down there. It's like throw Esther down there because she has no partner and obviously gonna eliminate a woman. So kind of like works out where it doesn't get too crazy, even though Casey and Emmanuel's like, what we're gonna do, and who do you want to see down there, and they're asking around, and like Casey's about to do the same thing like Fessy and vote down Amber again. I was like, really? It's about to do vote Amber?
Yeah, I was kind of getting that feeling back in my mind. I'm just like, Casey, like you're a fool. You already messed up last season. Let's not do it again.
I'm like, you're just gonna repeat the same thing? Like, come on, that's crazy. Don't even think of it like that. And she ended up not doing it. She votes him down there. So they go down there and it's a hall brawl with the remix with a little twist. Yeah. Like it's hall brawl, but you gotta like climb up like Spider-Man, like ring a bell. And I looked at it, I was like, Esther's bigger than her. I'm sorry, Amy's bigger than Esther, but
yeah, she's like slightly. But I feel like it was an even match, kind of. Like she is slightly bigger by height, but I feel like just body-wise, I feel like they were almost neck and neck. So honestly, I'm like, y'all are both strong competitors. Like Emmy is a little emotional, but she looks like, CT even said it earlier, like she has that fire. And if she knows how to get it under control, she could do some damage. I was like, yeah, she really could. And Esther, they kept saying she was on Fessy's back, but I was like, honestly, some of that stuff she was doing by herself. And I was like, she really is good. So I'm not going to look past that.
This is the first time in elimination in a long time where I was the opposite of Issa Rae, the famous quote from the red carpet. I'm like, who you rooting for, Issa? Root for everybody black. Not tonight.
Everybody black.
Not this episode.
Black on black.
I was like, Esther's going down. I was like, take her ass to the crib because you threw a drink in that woman's face. That was uncalled for. I was like, I hope your ass go home.
Yeah.
So
that's how I was too. I felt bad in the back of my mind, but I was like, I'm not gonna lie. Like my heart is kind of rooting for Emmy. Like I just like Emmy. I feel like she's an underdog, and I just like her. I was like, I like me some Emmy. I want her to win. Her to get her uncle CT.
Yeah, and they was building that up where it was like, what should I do? And it was like, you gotta be part of the Alliance, and she signed her name as Sriracha sauce, some BS on the thing. And
I know what that hot sauce.
And like, and the funny thing is, like, Amy was like, "Don't be shady." She sat down, so I said, "Burner." Burner's like, I get Uncle CT, and she was like, "No, I'm not gonna get her." And she was like, "No, I'm gonna get her." Okay. And so she goes down there and beats Esther, which Esther missed by this much. She was like, "Here's the bell."
Yeah.
I was like,
she fell off. I said,
or she might have underestimated like how much she had to jump. So
yeah,
Amy pulls the win out, so you go down there. So she's, I'm gonna pick Uncle CT, and then CT tells, "Oh, me," like trying to be shocked, like he knew you kind of set this up. And Burner starts realizing, man, I got my ass screwed over. So she goes down there with Huey, and then she's over there like, I can't believe you picked her. And she was like, I'm gonna let you know I'm coming after you. And then Amy's like, hold up, wait. She was like, we root for Esther? Then you're not my friend, bro. Ooh. I was like, facts.
Abby! And I'm not even gonna lie, I was in my head because I was like, Bernie does sound like she rooted for someone. It does sound like she's trying to help Esther. I'm really confused. So I was like, y'all better come on with this foreign argument. I love it. Problems.
So Bernie feels betrayed.
She had a quote as well. What she said, she was like, my grandma said, if you don't risk, you can't win. I said, you better risk it. Risk it all. Yeah.
There we go. And after Esther takes her L, she calls Amber fake again. Amber's like, all right, I guess, nigga. Damn, like
everybody gets called out after elimination. Like I don't know.
I'm like, I look forward to seeing Esther in the future, probably next season. But I can't wait to see her and get her ass up again. She's probably a good competitor because I ain't gonna lie, she's too much for me. Like she's too aggressive. I don't like it.
A little spicy.
Yeah, I'm like, but they're gonna love it for the show. So that's pretty much it for the episode. Do you have? You already said the quote of the week, right? Yeah. Is there like a top 4? Should we even do that this week? Maybe we should wait till next week. I mean, only people I can think of in the top still for me is now CT and Emmy, because Emmy's been in 2 eliminations. She pulled out 2 of them. I don't know how much her brains is at the moment, but I know strength physically she can kick ass.
Yeah, she got some strength. Emmanuel's up there.
Emmanuel Casey's next. Yeah. Fessy's gone, so that's a piece out.
That's out. Esther's gone. She was up. They were paired together.
Yep.
So I guess that brings someone else. But what's our dude's name? He's from the circle. Oh, he was new. Got his name.
Ed. Is Ed and Tori in 3rd?
I guess. I'm just not feeling Tori this season. Love me some Ed, but Tori.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I write anything down.
That's pretty much it. I mean, unless we threw Amber up there, but
Amber and who?
Who is Amber with? Josh?
Devin.
She's with Devin. I mean, Devin mentally is real good. I'll give him that.
I'm sorry, she's with Josh. I'm sorry. So
yeah,
maybe I'm sorry. Yeah, she's with Josh. So maybe Devin and Amber is in 3rd.
I don't know. I feel like Ed might be over them. Yeah. Ed and Tori, I would say probably 3rd over Josh.
Yeah. So Josh and Amber.
Amber's good. Josh is okay, like you said. He gets his emotions in the way. So I hope this gives him that chance.
Only reason they're 4th because they haven't won
they haven't
a mission yet. But they win a mission, then I'll jump them over Ed and Tori because Amber's a champion.
Amber. Yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And Josh is one Big Brother, which I realized
true.
episode 4. Man, I believe that's who's the MVP? Emmy? Okay, cool. We're on the same page. She's an alien. And so that's not how it goes. But check out the video. Maybe you'll figure out how it goes better than what she just sang it.
Yeah.
She's an alien. I'm an alien. Emmy's an alien. Are you all aliens? Find out next review. For Brittany, I am Brian, the movie Messiah. If you enjoy what you're watching, please hit that like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell. Also, please follow us on social media. Hope you enjoyed this. And if you did enjoy what you're watching, I'm sure that we'll see you on the next review. Phase 5, let's ride.